Aaron, let's try this.
So I just thought maybe try to get a grandparent. You would do parent node twice, but I don't know if that's right.
That's right. That's absolutely correct. That's what I did.
Okay. So
Okay,
what
let's.
I have though. So, yeah, go ahead.
If you don't have any other bugs in your code anywhere, this should work.
Well, yeah. The other big thing that I don't know how to refactor is I don't think active link. Init isn't working because I don't have anything when I load the page. Like it should show me the first box.
Well, try it now. Try it now and see if it does.
No, I've already saved my JS file and reloaded the doesn't.
Can I see it? Can I see it? I want to see why. Can I see your page anyway?
Oh, yeah, this is the page.
No, I want to see it in a browser. I mean,
this is in a browser.
No, I'm still looking at your code.
You need to switch to your browser.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I thought I was doing my screen, and I was doing the here. Let's do it like this. Okay, that better. Yeah. So what I mean is I don't have any of this stuff.
Can you reload the page? That means you got a runtime error somewhere in your code.
Yeah.
Load the page again. Let's see what the Chrome console says.
It doesn't throw any errors.
It doesn't say any errors. So okay. So nothing's loading. Let me look at your code again. Something's wrong. Then
I still have some like cut and pasted things in here that I'm not sure. I think
that might be a problem.
To line 54, but line 57 on, I'm not really sure.
Can I look through your code and can I just proofread your code from start to finish? Just give me a moment, and tabs, items selected, tab, okay, tab, classes to add, okay, just dot, so, scroll down, hey, can you copy all your code and put it in Slack? I want to try it on my machine.
Okay.
I'll
just send it to you in a direct message.
That's fine.
No, wait. Anyway, I'm gonna do that off screen. Dang it. Okay. Got it?
Yeah, I've got it. Just give me a moment.
Maybe you can share your screen now?
What?
Oh, he wants you to test. He wants to see it being tested, Russell.
Just give me one moment. I'm trying to copy and paste the code into my VS Code. I'll share my screen in one moment. Can you see my screen okay? Aaron, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me first check my console and make sure I don't have errors. Yeah, I have a syntax error on line 76.
Oh, that's right here.
Has
Okay.
already been declared.
He might have declared it somewhere else. In fact, oh, that's why.
Yeah, but that wasn't in your file. Wait a second. Okay. Inspect. Console. Okay, I don't have anything in my. Okay, let me see if I can figure out. Why this is it's got let me try this one more time. Let me comment out my code and put your code in on top of it. I want to compare your code with mine.
He might just have like an extra line or something that he doesn't need.
Yeah, that's why I was asking you to look at lines 58 through 70, because I would just kind of throw in crap at the wall, seeing what's stuck. I don't. So I mean, is line 58 correct, for example?
Here's your problem. Here's your problem. Lines 30 and 35 you have commented out. You need to comment those back in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do that and it should work. Let me test that and make sure. Let me test that and make sure.
I can test it too.
See, watch.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
your problem.
you got it solved.
That was it. Yeah. For some reason, I at one point having that select called within the select one was causing a Stack Overflow.
Oh
and
no.
It was because I didn't have something else right, obviously. But so I commented those lines out and it fixed that. But anyway, that really helped. I mean, I got my homework done now.
Okay, can you share your screen? I want to see that it works on yours.
Okay. All right.
I'll stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can move on to the next person who needs help.
Yeah.
Ooh, you've got a pretty screen.
I got a pretty flower, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
What operating system is that?
It's Linux.
Linux Mint.
Oh, it's
Linux
Mint. Yeah. I've got Mint actually too.
Okay. So yeah. So this is the and it's working.
Excellent. Now we can.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated how many Linux users there are in this class.
Probably quite a few. I would be surprised.
I'm a kind of a first time. It's I've only started using it like a couple of months before the class, but I've really enjoyed the command line. Makes it a very efficient operating system. Which
oh yeah, Linux is very, very efficient. However, you need to be careful though, just because you can easily cause yourself problems with Linux if you don't know exactly what you're doing. It gives you a lot more control than a Mac and a PC ever will.
Yeah. But you're right. There's no undo button in the,
Oh yeah,
the
I've
terminal.
actually written most of the code for an operating system, and you'd be surprised some of this weird stuff that you can actually do that will cause your system all sorts of problems.
Yeah. Well, luckily also I keep everything on a 1 terabyte Dropbox cloud, and so if I lose everything, I just reformat and bring it all back down. So let's move on to someone who needs help.
Yeah, who else needs help? I think that one kid who originally asked me for help might need help still. David needs help.
Okay,
Hey,
David, can you share your screen?
I'm here. Yeah, I was just following along and I got my issue fixed also. Someone is sharing their screen.
Can you see my screen?
You need to zoom in on it a little bit more, I think.
Yeah. Can you zoom in a little bit more?
Oh, that's perfect.
So,
You're not calling select or deselect from your select functions either.
no, that's tab item. You don't have to call select or deselect from
I see.
scroll down. Everything
Wait,
looks
no,
good.
that's actually what I changed in my code, was in tab item. Wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm lying.
Tab link, I
I'll
believe,
shut up.
actually.
Everything looks good so far. Let me. Can I see? Everything looks good so far in the first two classes. Tabs shouldn't take a parent. Tabs should not take a parent item. Tabs doesn't get rid of line 53.
Yeah, since the parent is actually what we're supposed to be recreating.
From link tab link update. This dot. This is dot. You need to on line 59 needs to be link obj.select, since that's what you called your variable. That might be your only problem. This dot.
Although he's also calling event.stop provocation.
Wait a sec. What's going on line 64 through 67? This dot. You don't need any of lines 64 through 67. Get rid of them.
Yeah, that's mostly just examples from class. You don't actually need to use them.
And I don't think you need line 64 either. That's just a superfluous curly brace and close parenthesis. And init, you don't have anything called new link. It should be this dot active link dot select.
I don't think init was actually changed at all, if I remember right. It's select, by the way, not selected.
Wait a sec. Before this started, wait a sec. You lost a line of code between 62 and 63. This dot, you need a line after line 62. Hit enter. This dot active link. Link equals this dot link sub 0. No links.
It's the
Square
array.
bracket.
It's the array from the original.
Yeah, so you need to call the first item in the array, which is 0 index.
Yeah, the zero index.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that will totally do it for you.
Put a semicolon on there. And let me scroll back. Let me scroll further down. Let me just check the rest of it. Um, 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 um,
I think he's
um,
good.
Can you scroll all the way to the right of on your Git tab to make sure it works? I assume you've got 2 underscores between tabs and item, even though I can't see them.
Yeah, I think so.
I think those are underscores, not spaces, even though they're hard for me to see. Um, um, and can you go back? Scroll back to the left. Scroll down, and then the rest is his code. So you haven't touched that. Now check your code in the browser. Now save it. Um, um,
Right, so I still get a error somewhere.
you're still getting an error. Let's go to your Chrome console and see. It'll tell you exactly what line the error is coming from and what the error is.
Okay. Yeah, at tab link,
Where?
at new tab link, line 22.
Line 22.
It's telling me this dot get tab is not a function.
Oh, you probably didn't move it into the other class.
Yeah, he totally has to do that. Otherwise, it totally won't work. I think I
Yeah,
originally made that mistake too.
yeah, you have to put get tab inside the tab link class. After just below deselect. Now it'll work. Save it.
Okay.
Save
it's
it and run
working.
it.
Cool.
Run it in the browser. Let me see if it works.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it. It works.
I know, yay!
Yeah, it works good. Thanks.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So does this refactor really make tab link as dumb as Ivan wanted us to make it? Because it still has to link back to the tabs class through the parent node thing.
No, that's not to the tabs class. That's just to the tabs object on the DOM.
Oh, okay.
It's not referencing the tabs class at all.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
You've
I
got
think
to
that's what a lot of people were not understanding, actually.
You've got to differentiate between the DOM objects and their wrapper classes. They're two different things.
Yeah, the lingo is really easy to get confusing.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Also, I used to think that when you're doing a class constructor, that you had to list all, you know, that however many parameters you had in constructor were equal to the number of different variables that you set up, you know, with this. But obviously that's not true. You know, like if you just have element, then you only have this dot element.
Well, think about it. Think about it this way. Any kind of class is really an extension of a JavaScript object. A JavaScript object can always add new key value pairs. When you're adding new properties to a JavaScript class, you're just adding new key value pairs. You're using the dot syntax to add new key value pairs to that underlying object.
Yeah, and the this makes it a property or a key, and what it's equal to becomes its value. Right?
Yeah. That's all it's doing under the hood. Even when you define a function on, even when you define a method on a class, all you're really doing is creating a key value pair where the value is a function.
It's making a lot more sense. Now, if I can ever understand map and reduce.
Why don't you go and teach him that? Russell, what do you think about teaching map and reduce?
Now?
Does anybody else want map and reduce taught to them? Well, I'm recording this. Oh, he wants reduce. Yeah, I think reduce kind of stumped a lot of people.
Go for it, Russell.
Yeah, Russell, your explanation to me was great, so I think you should give it to everybody else.
Okay, let me start a new file.
Or rather, you could just show them yours, your variation of it.
No, this is better.
Probably, because your variation is a little bit complicated too.
Let me do a screen share. Okay, when you do a reduce, okay, let's create an array. It's going to be the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now reduce. What reduce does is it takes a callback function with 2 arguments. The first argument is a memo, and the second argument is something that's going to be set to each element in the array. Now I'm gonna start by first of all I'm gonna start by the memo is initially set to either an initial value if you provide one, or otherwise it's set to the first element of the array, and the iteration starts with the second element of the array, and then these are passed into a callback function. if we have something like this, what this is going to do is, and I'll actually give it an initial value. Because that's easier to understand. So the first time this callback function runs, 10 will be stored in memo, and L will take the value 1. L is short for element, because that L will take the value 1 because that's the first element in the array, and then callback function will return 10 plus 1, and then that return variable is stored in memo. The next time we iterate on the next element, so then we have 11 stored in memo and 2 stored in L. Are everybody with me so far?
Yeah, this is great.
So now memo plus L is 13. So that's what gets returned. So now we have 13 in memo and 3 in L. Memo plus L is 16. So 16 gets assigned to memo, 4 gets assigned to L. Memo plus L equals 20. So 20 gets assigned to memo, 5 gets assigned to L. So memo plus L equals 25. And since this is the last iteration, there are no more elements in the array. 25 is what gets returned from the reduce function. And now I will run the debugger and watch this. You'll see this for yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I put the 10 in on the wrong side of parentheses. I forgive me. I put the that wasn't supposed to happen. I have my syntax wrong. That's what's supposed to happen. Now let me show you what happens if we leave off that parameter. Now it uses the first value of the array as the initial value of memo.
Hold on, Russell.
Yes.
Can you before you do that, can you show us the syntax of that in a multi-line function instead of a single line?
Yes.
Why don't you show him the reduce function that we actually had to do for class?
Where's the 10 go?
The 10 would go, the 10 would go here.
Okay.
But now I'll show you what happens if we don't have the 10.
Okay.
If we don't have the 10, memo gets assigned. What gets assigned to memo the first iteration is 1 because it's the first element in the array, and the first thing that gets assigned to L is 2 because it's the second element in the array. So we return 1 plus 2, which is 3. 3 gets assigned to memo, and 3 gets assigned to L. 3 plus 3 is 6, so 6 gets assigned to memo. 4 gets assigned to L. 6 plus 4 is 10, so 10 gets assigned to memo. 5 gets assigned to L. 10 plus 5 is 15, and we're out of elements in the array, so 15 gets returned from the function. And now I will run it just to confirm. And we get 15.
Yeah, would you run it with the 10 argument again, please?
Sure.
Oh, nice.
And does it concatenate if you use strings or
Yes.
instead of numbers?
Yeah, I think you should do a string example.
And your callback function can be anything. It can be anything you like. It doesn't have to be addition. It can be much more complicated. I've used reduce with much more complicated callback functions. The important thing to remember is memo is always set to the return value of the previous callback function. And the second parameter is set to the next element in the array.
Unless there's an initial value and then L would refer to the first value in the array.
Yeah. And you don't have to, and you can call these parameters anything you want. These are the names I usually use, but you can call them anything you want. You can call them monkey and turtle for all I care. Or foo and bar.
Hey, so I was still working on the refactor thing, and I'm still getting errors. So would you guys?
Wait a second. Is it okay if I close this?
Yeah. Let me share my screen with you guys and see if you guys can spot any bug.
Hang on. Just give me one moment.
Hey guys, I might have to go. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Aaron. And this is going to be recorded. I'll upload it as soon as it's done. So you guys are going to be able to have this forever.
Okay, who else is having trouble with their refactoring?
So mine is pretty similar to Aaron's, and I was just following along. So let me share my screen.
Okay. I mean, really fast. Can I ask you a question really fast? Is that next refactor due at the end of today or at the end of tomorrow?
I think the end of tomorrow.
So, okay, so let's not do it tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think it was due today because most people aren't even done with refactor.
Okay, thank goodness, because I don't have the energy to do it today.
Yeah, we can always just do it tomorrow if you want.
Okay, let's do it
We have to
tomorrow.
watch the videos too as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
As soon as this meeting is over, I'm done for the day.
All right, I'll just watch the video when you upload it.
No, why don't you help him and then we can call it a night. I think what.
Okay, do you want to share your screen?
Sure.
Oh, and I need to make sure my other video is uploading, so give me a sec.
Can you see my screen?
Zoom in a little bit. And can you zoom in?
I don't know how. Let's see.
Okay, I'll try it without it. I think I can see. I think I can see what's on your screen. Okay, it's just a little grainy. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you're missing some stuff in your tab link class. You need a this.tab item. Above line 24, this dot except not this dot tabs dot get tab, but just this dot get tab. Now can you scroll up to the top? Your tab item class looks good. Scroll down. Scroll further down. Um, 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 Scroll further down. You've got an extra closing brace and closing parenthesis on line 22. You need to get rid of. Line 62. I'm sorry. Just get rid of line 62 entirely. No, I'm sorry. I take it back. You did need that one there. I just didn't realize it because your code was indented badly. Lines 57 through 61 should really be indented. Lines 56 through 61 should really be indented 2 spaces. You can select all of them and hit the tab key. No, those are fine.
Which ones?
Lines 56 through 61. No, 56, starting at const new link through 60. Through 61, return new link.
There's less than a minute left, Russell, just FYI.
Yeah, get rid of it. You've got an extra space on line 62. No,